I've been seeing a lot of discourse and some misinformation on the Cain Valesquez trial, so I wanted to go over it at a high level, and these are actually three separate but interconnected trials. Thankfully, most of what I'm saying is supporting Cain online, but I still wanted to go over the details. First, let's go over the people involved. Now, if you're familiar with my content, you may notice that there's not the usual like pink and rainbows and glitter. It didn't feel appropriate given the subject matter. Cain Valesquez, 2-time UFC heavyweight champion, Harry Galarte, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I don't really care. He's the owner of a concrete company. He spends a lot of time at his mom's house. Patty Galarte is his mom. She runs a home daycare in San Martin, California, and Paul Bender is Harry's stepfather. Cain's 4-year-old son was going to Patty's daycare, and it was found out that allegedly between 2021 and 2022, Harry had molested Cain's child hundreds of times. The victim was a minor. I'm not going to go into the details of the abuse, but like fucking despicable, right? He was arrested on February 23rd of 2022 on suspicion of lewd acts with a minor. However, he was released on bail 2 days later. That brings us to February 28th, 2022, which is the main incident at play here. This time, Valesquez knows what has happened to his son. He was out, he spots Harry's vehicle, recognizes it, and initiates a high-speed chase. This was an 11-mile car chase that included ramming Harry's vehicle as well as opening fire on his vehicle. Cain was shooting at the vehicle in a public intersection, which was important to the case. He does not hit Harry, however, he does accidentally shoot his stepfather, Paul Bender, in the arm and the torso. The chase ends, Cain is arrested on 10 felony counts, spends nearly 9 months in jail, and then is released on $1 million bail. Let's go over the 3 distinct court cases involved in this incident. A criminal case is what we're most familiar with. It is initiated by the state against you. The proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. If you're found in the wrong, you are found guilty. If you're found guilty, you face things like jail time, fines, probation, and the death penalty. Civil cases are disputes against 2 private parties. Instead of beyond a reasonable doubt, the proof is a preponderance of evidence. Because of the lower standard of proof, civil cases are often used for sexual assault cases and related, which doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It just means that if 2 people are in a room alone together, it's hard to get beyond a reasonable doubt level of proof. If you're found in the wrong in a civil case, you are found liable. You may face things like monetary damages, specific performances ordered by the court, or injunctions where the court's like, you need to stop performing business or something like that. These are the 3 cases we're looking at. State of California versus Cain Valesquez, that just concluded. Cain pled no contest to 10 felony counts and was facing 30 years in prison. Now, given the very important fucking context, the judge only gave him 5 years in prison, and that includes time already served, so it's likely he'll only spend 1 year in prison. Next, we have State of California versus Harry Galarte, which is also a criminal case. Harry is pleading not guilty to 1 felony count of lewd acts with a minor. This is an ongoing case. He's facing up to 8 years in prison, and the jury trial is set for June 2nd. And then lastly, we have a civil case. The Valesquez family is suing Harry's family and businesses, the daycare, for negligence leading to instances of sexual assault against a minor. It is also ongoing, and we have a civil trial set for May 19th of this year. Overall, just a horrible situation for everyone involved. Cain has been very honest and open throughout these proceedings. Thankfully, I'm seeing a lot of support for him on the internet.